Today's video is a short segment I noticed whilst watching Jordan Peterson's livestream titled The Devouring Mother. Now there are a lot of issues with what he said in said livestream and I plan to look into some in the future, but right now I felt this snippet deserved further examination as it really shows us just how out of touch Peterson is with the field of psychology, or worse, just how much he's willing to lie about what the research shows us. So roll the clip. The main issue I have with this segment is the assertion that we don't know the impact same-gender parenting has on the child. This is a position one can only take in either ignorance or denial. In psychology, we have a plethora of research on that very matter. In 2017, Cornell University conducted a review of said data and found 79 studies spanning the last 3.5 decades that offered insight into the subject. The earliest study was published in 1980, though some studies used data samples earlier than that. From those 79 studies, only 4 were found to show any negative impact on said children. However, upon investigation, said studies all suffered from similar methodological flaws. For example, whilst most studies compared adopted children raised into mixed-gender households to those adopted in same-gender households, they included samples in which one parent came out as gay after years of marriage to someone of the opposite gender with whom they'd had children, divorcing them and later on moving in with someone of the same gender. This is a tragic result of people being pressured into denying their sexuality until they can no longer live a lie. In the end, it results in all parties being hurt. But that's not the result of homosexuality, it's the result of homophobia. Remove that pressure to conform to heteronormative standards, and this problem disappears entirely. And this was just one extraneous variable said studies failed to account for. By far the worst was the 2012 Regnerus study, which I recently studied in detail for another video. This paper was actually boastful about its failure to account for socio-economic factors. Accounting said factors, by the way, is meant to ensure they only measure the impact of being raised in a same-gender household and not something else. Yet they presented their findings in such watery language that was specifically designed to allow conservative voices a talking point. So poor was the study's conduct that it actually resulted in an audit of the journal it got published in. The audit came out and hammered said journal for its glaring failure to uphold basic methodological standard. Now Peterson is right in the way that he mentioned the complexity of the system, but the fact is, when we do control for the extraneous variables, secondary factors not inherent with being raised in either a same-gender or opposite-gender household that may affect our results, the reality is the impact this has on children is negligible. The two samples are indistinguishable from one another. The only way we get the results Peterson seems to be presupposing are the case with his idea of optimality is if we produce research of such low quality that its validity, the very idea that we are measuring what we set out to measure, is non-existent. So Peterson, when you say, "That's a bloody lie, and if you're a percentile of the man you pretend you are, then you know that's a bloody lie." Remember, this is a topic you chose to talk about. It's completely reasonable to expect you to have a basic understanding of the research of said field. The consensus exists with or without your permission because, thankfully, science is not based on your willful ignorance and the unquestioning devotion of your fanbase. Hi there. I'd just like to say a few things here at the end of the video before you go. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who's ever donated to the channel via Patreon, giving a special thanks to the following people: Hannah Banghart, Mafia Kovac, John Schoenrock, Daniel Martinez, and Alexander Williams. Your support has ensured this channel's ability to grow over the years. I'd also like to ask that you comment down below and like this video, as well as subscribe, hit the bell icon, and follow Essence of Thought on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please also consider following Atheist Alliance International on Facebook, a humanist organisation dedicated to helping atheists around the globe. Any comments utilising language which insults others on the basis of perceived gender, sexuality, ethnicity or ability both mental and physical will be removed immediately, and the commenter may be blocked on the moderator's discretion. Let's work to keep this space one which upholds the values of humanism. Thank you.